But I know a lot of you are getting ready to hit the roads. Some of you have some anxiety about hitting the roads. So let's get to our traffic expert, Jennifer Reyna, right now. Jennifer, what can you tell us?
Hey guys, I'm here to give you the latest because I know it's been a 2-day affair now. We were talking about those temperatures rising and when it was safer to travel. And right about now, you still want to watch out for some black ice, but we are much improved, especially compared to yesterday and even this morning. I am still checking things regionally. If you know anybody headed to Louisiana, the Texas-Louisiana border shut down from Baton Rouge out to Louisiana due to ice and conditions that are just not safe for you to drive in. The West Park was still closed as well outbound around 1464. We've had emergency personnel out there blocking that ever since. We have icy conditions along the South Loop as well. Our live picture here showing that you should not drive past the barricade. You need to exit and take those surface streets. And if you are driving in the middle lanes, you're probably better off than driving on any shoulders. We have a car fire. This is the West Sam Houston Tollway at the West Park. That is a whole separate issue compared to our icy road conditions, but we do have icy conditions along certain overpasses. Pretty dangerous right now if you're coming from, let's say, the city of Bel Air to the Galleria, taking that Westheimer exit. It's those high ramps that you need to be extra careful of, or just rule them out and think that you're not going to be taking them until we really see the temperatures continue to look much improved. This is where the South Loop is blocked eastbound at Woodridge. All traffic having to exit the main lanes because of icy conditions. That black ice, nothing to play with, right? And I do want to take it live outside to Jason Miles. Not only have we seen Metro reinstate some buses around 10 a.m. this morning, so we're trying to get back up and operating. Jason, what are you seeing?
Hey Jennifer, we're actually in the area you just spoke about, the South Loop at Woodridge, Telephone Road, the westbound lanes, which we're on right now, completely clear. In fact, not only has the road dried off, no ice or slush remains, at least on our side, and it may be hard to tell right here, but we're still on the frontage is the problem. But the southbound lanes of the South Loop, or the eastbound lanes technically, completely blocked. People are being diverted onto a ramp and then onto the Gulf Freeway southbound. But there have been problems all over the city today. In fact, we were over on the East Loop at I-10 earlier, and we should have some video of that. There was an hours-long backup after the eastbound ramp to Baytown was completely closed. Of course, that had a chain reaction causing issues accessing the westbound exit toward downtown as well. We did see a TxDOT snow plow up on the flyover, brine trucks in the area, treating all those areas before that major interchange eventually reopened, something truckers we spoke with very happy to see, because of course for them time is money. And if you could take the shot back here live again on the South Loop, we're heading westbound. You can see all of that backup if you look all the way to the left-hand side of the screen, so please keep that in mind. And beyond the major freeways, which are the top priority for TxDOT, side streets still very impacted. In fact, the overpass over Buffalo Bayou on Lockwood Avenue, it was there was only really one lane navigable. We all saw other overpasses completely blocked to traffic. So overpasses, ramps, flyovers, still the main concern as you head out today in some of the major freeways. As I mentioned, no more slush and ice. In fact, the water is completely evaporated, but still take your time, and if you can still stay at home. Reporting live, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Absolutely. Stay at home if you can, and if you have to get out on the roads, slow down. All right. After being shut down due to the weather, our airports are back open this afternoon. You heard the mayor just say that, and some flights have already taken off.
Yeah, travelers very happy about this. We do have team coverage with crews at both Houston airports. Here's Stephen Goen at Bush Intercontinental. Stephen.
Reika, we're seeing a lot of people walk into this airport ready to go. They are walking into the terminal, checking in, and heading to security, which we know reopened at 9 a.m. this morning. A lot of these people just hopeful for better luck today after every flight at this airport was canceled yesterday because of the weather. Now take a look. We've already seen a few planes taking off today, as you mentioned, flight operations resuming. This United flight was one of the first to depart around 10:30 a.m. That's about 30 minutes earlier than when airport officials told us we'd see the first flights taking off. So perhaps that is a sign things will go well today. Now, some travelers I've spoken with are still frustrated about their canceled flights. Some even spent the night here, so they are just praying that things go better today. No surprises. I think that's what we all want. So some advice if you are headed to the airport today, make sure you show up as early as possible and continue to check your flight status. Back out here live, that is the latest we have here at Bush, but we're going to throw things over to Katira Winfrey now at Hobby with what's happening there. Hey, Katira.
Well, Stephen, things are quite calm here at Hobby. Earlier today was not a lot of people. We're slowly starting to see the amount of visitors start to peak. But take a look over here at TSA. That just gives you an idea. It's very calm this morning. People have been able to make their way through here quite easily, despite the snow and ice still on the ground. Now, when we were driving here, we saw them clearing the bridge that brings you over to departures and arrivals. But I want to bring you over here to the departure and arrival board. There are a lot of flights that are still on time, but sprinkled through there are a lot of cancellations, a lot of new times. We talked about the weather we got here in Houston. We looked at New Orleans. All of the New Orleans flights earlier were shown as canceled. So people are still able to get here quite easily. However, I did speak to a couple of travelers this morning coming in from Beaumont. They said that 2-hour trip ended up being 6 hours to try to get here safely. But right now, things are nice and smooth, easy going. So if you do make it here, as Stephen mentioned, you want to give yourself extra time to make sure you get here safely. But once you get inside, it looks like it'll be a smooth sailing process to get you right to your gate. Back to you.
I like the way you did that, Katira. Smooth sailing. A lot of folks hoping that it stays that way. All right, thanks so much, Katira. Now let's get a check on the forecast.
Yeah, Kim Castro is with us. Kim, the sun is shining. I hope that snow is melting. So what can we expect for the rest of the day and into tomorrow?
It is melting, but guess what? We're freezing again overnight.